Hi, thank you so much for watching my channel. By the way, you have free ebook that you can download in my website. Please visit my link and just put in your email address and you'll automatically receive the free ebook for 2023. Our topic today is all about the Feng Shui for 2023. I'll be having three parts of this video. The first part is talking about all the forms of basic, not all the forms, but some basic forms in the kitchen or in the bedroom in the study. And then next is all about the flying star, which rotates on an annual basis. And then the last part is how to actually activate these stars. Okay, so when we talk about feng shui, there are so many layers that we factor in to consider if a space is good or not auspicious enough for any activity. Now, the first part that I'm going to give you, this is the most important part of whenever we're doing any audit. It's the form because the forms trumps any star that we have in the space. So if you're currently looking for a space or a new thing, consider the following. These are basic. These are just basic, remember. Um, I just want you to remember these are just basic forms that you should consider. Now, if you want to go deeper, then you can watch the rest of my videos, or you can also visit my TikTok channel, some other additional info in terms of the basic forms of feng shui. So these are basic forms that you have to consider. And then the next part is the flying stars. Okay. So for the kitchen, I'm starting with the kitchen. Kitchen, the first tip that I want you to remember is never have your placed at an island because that's too much heat and flowing, which affects the health in long term. So when we talk about stove and feng shui, this is equivalent to the health of all the members in the household. So if you have your stove, what happens is it's overflowing of key flow, which becomes a rushing key, and hence will actually trigger a lingering, chronic, or hard to cure illness to the occupants. So avoid the stove placed in an island. Okay, same with the image. Okay, next is sink next to the stove as well as sink facing and the stove facing each other. These have the same effect, which is can lead to further arguments and disputes among the member in the household. Now, if your stove and your sink are close together, you can cure this by placing a live plant in the middle. It doesn't have, well, feng shui doesn't deprive any kind of plant. So you can choose whatever for as long as it's a living plant that you can put in between the stove and sink. Okay. Now, if it's facing, however, it's best to relocate either your stove or the sink just to make sure that they're not facing each other. Okay. Next is the bedroom. Bed behind a corner, pointed corner, or even a shallow corner. It's the same. It's a shaki. It's affects your ability to sleep soundly. And sleep is very important. That's because of sleep, we'll be able to feel rested. We'll be able to rest our body and our mind. And if we are not rested, it affects our performance in our workplace or in all our daily activities. So, which is why sleep is very important. So, there. So avoid placing your bed behind a corner, shallow or a pointed corner. Next is bedroom square. That your bedroom, sorry, I'm reading was the red or wrote. So make sure that your bedroom is square shaped. Square represents stability. And when we have stability in the bedroom, it's much more easier for you to sleep sound. Okay, and dress soundly. Next is avoid the foot of your bed in front of the bedroom door or the bathroom door. This is too much. This is another rushing key effect. So what you can do is just place a barrier in between the door if you can't move the bed. But my best advice, if you can move the bed, is to relocate the bed to a different area. Okay, simple as that. And so it's very easy. And okay, next is study. When if you're a person that really aspires to have authority and power, a good shape of your room should be an oval or a circle. Okay. However, if you're a person, especially if this also aligns to your path chart, If you're a person that hates or does not like power and authority, then this can translate into frustration or feeling pressured. Okay, so you do have to check your patchy chart, or of course, do some self awareness. If you hate or despise rather authority and power, then the circle was shaped study is not good for you. Okay. All right. Next is beams across the desk. So these are wood. It's placed on the ceiling that's facing your desk. What happens is it suppresses the key flow, which can lead to migraine or health issues. So avoid placing your desk. If you can back or relocate your bed or your desk rather away from the beam, that's much better to avoid you from experiencing any chronic illness that especially affects your head or your brain. Okay. Next is desk with your back at the door. So safe as similar to the image, where your back is facing the door is not a good position for your desk. This actually could lead to lack of support or backstabbing. So make sure that you are facing the door, not entirely in front of the door, but at least facing the door to avoid this problem. What you want is to have a to have a sight of the door as to who's coming in. That's basically your gauge, because that helps avoid the issue that is brought by the desk back with the back at the door or back facing the door. Okay, so there. So now we're going into the flying stars for 2020. The second part of this video is now talking about the flying star that rotates on a yearly, monthly, hourly, and daily basis. But I'll be discussing the annual position. So what does this do and how can this help us? Now, since the energy rotates on a yearly basis and since our goals change on a yearly basis, identifying what you want out of 2023 or what are the things that you want to achieve within 2023 will allow you to determine what kind of sector that you should be using within the year. Okay, so the first flying star number that we're going to discuss is the flying star 1, which is located at the southwest sector of your phone. Flying star 1 is all about good reputation, good ranking or status in life. This is also nobility and also intelligence. So if you're a person that is if your career is based on intelligence or what you know, then this is actually a good start to activate for 2023, which is in the southwest sector of your home. Now, how do we activate? Please finish this video. I'll be giving you very effective and efficient ways to activate because you don't need any charms. Any charms when you're going to do some activation. All you need is yourself and your body and your mind. Okay. So when you finish this video, I'll give you the steps. Next is the east sector. This is where the flying star 2 is. This is not really a good star. This is an illness star. It's actually best for you to avoid this sector for the entire year or best if your bedroom is in the east sector of your home, best to relocate for the time being just to avoid getting sick and so on. Okay, next is a flying star 3. Flying star 3, if you have a good sector, if your forms are good, this is actually a good start to increase confidence. Okay, especially if you're planning to put up a business, you're trying to do something different, you're trying to get out of your comfort zone within 2023, then confidence is what you need. And basically, southeast sector, where the flying star 3 is is a good start to activate. However, if your forms are bad, this can actually lead to arguments and dispute. Okay, do check your forms, and I hope they're actually good so you can start activating Flying Star 3. Flying Star 4 is all about peach blossom, and at the same time, this is study. If you're a student and want to make sure that you pass all your examination or you want to stay focused on your studies, then staying in the sector in the center is actually a good sector to activate or use within the year. This is a good if you could transfer it to stay in the center to yes place your study room, that would be good. Fourth, also is a peach blossom star. And if you're single and ready to mingle and you're looking for a new relationship, and basically this is a star that you can activate for the entire year. Next is the northwest sector, which is the flying star 5. This is not a good star. It's actually a misfortune star. So I would really advise to avoid using this sector for the time being to avoid issues or unforeseen problems and so on. So anything that can go wrong will go wrong if the flying star 5 is actually activated. So to avoid the flying star 5 or the northwest. Next is a west is where the flying star 6 is. This is about authority and power and influence. Okay, so if you're a person who's working and you want to stay influential in your workplace, you stay in the west sector for the time being. Okay. Then 7, this is all about communication. If you're into sales, you're selling, then basically this is a good start to activate. This will help increase your influence through communication. Okay. Next, Flight Star 8 is all about new streams of income, new ways of earning money, which is in the south sector. Um, that you can activate this sector if you're trying to add new streams of income or seek for other or new jobs or new opportunities. Then basically south is the sector. Next is the Flying Star 9. This is where happiness, um, fame. This is also another money making activity. This is located in the north. So if you want to activate this sector, by all means, activate this sector. It's actually the most complete star amongst all the flying star. And plus the fact that it's strong entering period 9. So how do we activate all these sectors? Simple. You stand in the middle of your house, get your compass and find where the flying star number that you want to activate. And then once you find that area, put the chair, a small desk, and then stay in that sector as frequent as possible within the day so you can start activating the stars. Okay, it's simple as that. That's how we activate and how we use Feng Shui. You don't need to buy charms. You don't need to buy expensive trinkets because Feng Shui is an energy based tool. Now, in order to activate an energy-based tool, it needs another energy-giving entity, which is us by just simply staying in that sector. Okay, so it's easy. It's not complicated. Okay, just identify what your goals are for 2023. Identify which star you actually need as an extra boost, and then put and prepare your table and your desk and your chair to activate the sector. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot from this video. May you have a prosperous, wealthy, healthy 2023.